Welcome, punters, to another edition of Tipster. Here we are in June, Mick. Mick Gannon. Sorry, I should introduce the man. How are you, Mick?
Yeah, doing well. A bit cold outside, hence the jacket. Winter has certainly struck. Off-season racing, Winter Carnival in Brisbane, of course. Fair bit going on at the moment. Just grinding our way through.
Yeah, it looks like the Brisbane tracks or Brisbane Carnivals caught the sort of old Sydney Carnival disease, right? Because we never saw, we used to have these deferred meetings and deferred races because of all the inclement weather. Now Brisbane's copying it.
Certainly is. Makes it tough for racing, tougher for form analysts, probably even tougher for jockeys and connections. So it's just a different element, and the great game just keeps on giving.
It's challenging enough, and when that happens, it gets more challenging for sure. Now, remember, punters, if this is your first time to the show, welcome. What we do here is we're the only site, thegreattipoff.com in Australia, that has all the popular tipsters, including yours truly right here, Mick Gannon. Every tip, every day, all the stats are there, so that puts us in a great position to analyse those results, and that's what we do here on the show Tipster. So this month, of course, Mick, we're looking at the May results, and like always, we'll be looking at the top 5 tipsters overall, and we'll also be looking at the top five media experts, and that tells you who to 5, really, doesn't it, Mick?
Easy as that.
And if you're not sure, Mick Gannon, search Mick Gannon.
Away you go.
Away you go. We've also got some other stuff we normally look at, and of course, free tips from those tipsters that are doing the best. Mick, you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Tipster of the month for May. This is, well, everyone, Damo. Media, punters, pros, you name it. We've got it off the top there. Well, Griffo won.
Yeah, Griffo won. Look at that, 136 pot, working off 51 tips. Very hard to do. $12 plus average price, Mick. I mean, I don't know about you, mate, but I don't find those winners not at that frequency anyhow.
Well, no one who's living on the beach, hey, living the dream on Griffo 1, dominating proceedings, and that's what you like to see.
Yep.
In second there, a media tipster, Howard Clement.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to tell you, honestly, we don't have very much information on Howard.
Other than he tips up a storm.
Tips up a storm.
In the month of May.
He's look, there's not much to talk about. I mean, yeah, he tipped $41 pop. Not going to try and pronounce it, Doom Cup Day.
Why not?
You have a crack. Putch retudinous. Yeah, that's
Poltridinous.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So I certainly didn't.
I can't even see it. I don't know what it is.
As you know, I certainly didn't back it, but he did. So
Beautiful.
good on him. God bless him. He's all over it.
In third there, Jazz White, 60. Pro Symbol, been here before, done this, 95% profit on turnover.
Yeah, he's SA based, pro punter. He tips Summer Flame at $56. Another one on Scone Cup Day. And tips all tracks, average price around the $15 mark. Got to be happy with that.
Good stuff. Love that. I don't think I've seen this name before. Tips.
Yeah, he's always thereabouts, mate, this guy. If you're looking for a guy, go to the top of the greattipoff.com search bar, type in AYAH tips, all one word, and load into this guy because he's from Ballarat, 100 tips.
From the Rat.
And, tips of the month, and he pulls out that sort of 89% pot. Not easy to do.
On 100 tips.
Just to give punters an idea.
It's a miracle.
If you're doing 10%, you're on fire. You're doing 5%, you're on fire.
That's good.
In fact, you're doing 2%, you're on fire.
It's also good.
So if you're doing 89%, you're absolutely off the Richter scale.
Speaking of punters we've seen before, Tom's brother Ronnie Hanks,
He does
81% profit on turnover, dominating proceedings. I think it's right to feel hard done by with 81% profit on turnover, which would probably win 9 out of 12 months. 80 have just stuck into his Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie's done well. Ronnie will be in the prizes, of course, being top 5 as we have every month.
And Ronnie goes anywhere from Lismore to Longchamp.
Yeah, but you know what? The prize for all these guys is that when you're in the top 5, for those who are selling their tips, you get massive exposure and your sales go up. They go up and your hot bets go up. So punters looking out there thinking, whatever. Look, we will have very strong sales, and these guys win the top 5. They just escalate.
Correct weight. Sky's the limit.
There we go.
There you go. Tipster of the month for May. Tipster of the month media edition here for May, Damo. And, Howard Clement there on top, winning post. We spoke about him before. In second there, Gordon Armstrong, 55% profit on turnover. He's been absolutely beaten the length of the Flemington Straight into second, but he's done a good job, 55% profit on turnover.
Bit of a gap there, isn't there?
Absolute gap job.
Yeah, but look, Gordon's with the news stable. Does well. Herald Sun there. Again, always outlining the newspaper tipsters.
Yep.
Tough gig because
Tough
you've got to get those tips in a long time before. So big struggle there, but he's got the chocolates.
Adam Olzanski, one of three race callers that managed to find their way on the leaderboard this month of May, and it's a pretty good effort from Adam. I like him as a caller, and he's obviously a gun tipster as well.
Yeah, and look, just want to highlight again, he's one of three race callers in the top five.
Yeah.
You know, we've said it before, say it again. If you're in doubt, why wouldn't you follow a race caller? They watch the races in their region consistently. They know the tracks. They know the horses. You can just say you can't be jack of all trades. Well, if there ever is going to be one, I reckon a race caller's one, Mick. And these Adam O, as they call him, as he's known affectionately by the industry, is proving that in big time here.
Yep, beautiful. And fourth there, Rick McIntosh, 37% profit on turnover, just got the nose down over David Fowler.
The Prince of the Bull, Rick. Have they got a statue? You got a statue.
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, you're more than a prince.
There's shirts going around about how good is the bull. He might sign a few, so a bit of a side hustle for Rick. It's good. So I hear.
Absolutely.
I love that.
37% pot of $4.24 average price. Nothing to be sneezed at. He goes well, Rick, and very active there on social media, and we love all that. He gets involved.
Yeah, he's giving me a whack across the way as well. So after you go, Rick,
Has he?
to work probably. Who hasn't? Just trying to list of everyone else.
Yeah, line up.
Well, everyone else wants to have a shot. David Fowler there in fifth, just got out bombed there, but 36% profit on turnover. Nothing to be ashamed of there. And most months, again, as we talked about for the overall leaderboard, that most months that goes close to winning as well. So huge month from David Fowler, another race queen.
I'd take 36% any day of the week, and that's on
a day.
That's on a decent number of tips too.
Pretty impressive stuff.
72. So he's done well.
There you go.
Wraps up the top five.
Tipster of the month, media.
Okay, punters, this is the bit where you get free tips. We're going to get the ball rolling. We've also got another big Sky Racing name becoming one of the star callers there at Sky Racing, none other than Luke Marlow. What's your best bet?
G'day guys, Luke Marlow here, Sydney-based race caller and host of Racing HQ Saturday on Sky Sports Radio and Sky Racing. You can catch any of my tips for any meetings I'm calling on the Tab website, or also the Tab app, or also on the Sky Racing site. As far as a tip for the weekend, we'll have you covered on Racing HQ to give you all the information for your Saturday on the punt, each and every Saturday. This weekend, I don't mind Gerringong going up to Brisbane, race 4, number 10, like what it did last start. I know it's drawn awkwardly, but I think it's a talented horse and worth having something on. Good luck on the punt and all the best.
And here's some more best bets for your punters. Lock into these from Winning Punters. Here we go.
Mick Gannon here from the great tipoff.com, and some best bets for this Saturday. I'm keen to head to Royal Randwick. Cool Jakey looks hard to beat. Gets a 5.5 kilo weight swing on Hollywood Hero. Drops plenty of weight off its last start with Jace McMurray claiming the 3 kilos. Rolls forward. Be very, very hard to beat. I think it gives a sight, albeit deep in to his preparation. 8th up. Probably the way you want to be, though, given the track is on the heavy side. Then we'll go to race number 9, horse number 17, Fleetwood. He was really good last time, late at Scone. Gets to a rain affected 1,300 metres for the first time, but I think that he will relish that, be able to sit closer to the speed this time around. And with Alicia Collett aboard, I think Fleetwood is a huge chance to get the job done in race 9. It's been heavily backed, $19 into 7s. I think you can back both those horses with a bit of confidence at Randwick on Saturday. Head to thegreattipoff.com for more of my tips.
There it is, Damo. That's been another episode of Tipster. It's been a pleasure joining you again. We'll be back for the month of June.
Get good punting and good luck in the old winter carnival, Mick.
We'll need it.
And look, of course, he's got the
Sponsored by Catman Dude.
He's showing how cold he is. Good luck, punters. See you next month.
See ya.